Respect, lovely family. Thank you for choosing our channel again. Ghana now has a new leader, John Dramani Mahama. His presidential inauguration was a historic moment, but Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, stole the show from everybody. And before this video ends, you will know if Ghana is still in the hands of the United States or not, if Ghana is going to join BRICS or not. But in that regard, I can tell you frantically that Ghana is going to join BRICS or Ghana is going to work with BRICS. I have no doubt. You will confirm that very soon after we finish this video. Instead of going to watch 30-minute video, 40-minute video, trying to understand something, please just relax. Don't waste your time. Here you know how we do it. We are done. I don't normally say this in my videos, but let me say it. You will never regret watching this video to the end. And as I always say, we are not going to waste time. We are done. I pull out 6 very short highlights from the speech of Mahama to make things crystal clear. This short highlight explains the full speech of John Mahama. The silent punchline he gave to ECOWAS and all the puppet leaders that were present, and even questioned the integrity of their democracy. Hit back at the Western media. Mahama is a good communicator, so he coded the speech. But you just realize, you know, this is era of fact. I got you covered. We will decode everything with few minutes. But you need to support us by liking the video. Just hit the like button, and then if you're not part of the family, subscribe to be part of the family, because it's a happy moment. I can tell you that this is a new beginning of not only Ghana but the entire Africa. And there was 5 solid, significant, historic moments at the inauguration that confirm what I'm telling you. The 2025 presidential inauguration that happened on 7th of January in Ghana, it felt like 1963 at Addis Ababa when Kwame Nkrumah brought all the leaders together. Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, was there. William Ruto of Kenya was there. Felix Tshisekedi of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, was there. Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, was also there. And that is where the first cake is. So relax. So in total, 21 heads of state were present, and the rest sent their vice and representative in response to busy schedule. So in all, the entire Africa was there. At this presidential inauguration, great people were mentioned. Heads of state were mentioned. Top leaders were there. But the public's reaction tells everybody who the real leader is among them. When these leaders' names were mentioned by the Speaker of Parliament, from Ruto to Tinubu and all of them, they went one after the other to salute Mahama. They themselves believe in themselves that they were dignitaries and great leaders. However, to the public, they were nothing but individuals holding leadership titles. When Captain Ibrahim Traoré's name was mentioned, the whole crowd went aflame, guys. The response from the crowd when Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, was mentioned, established the debate about who the real leader is and what type of leadership the people really appreciate. When every nation's leader was mentioned, the response from the crowd to the leader of Burkina Faso made the Speaker of Parliament to reinterpret the name of Burkina Faso. It was a shocking moment in Ghana. The speaker was like, wow. Everybody was like, wow. And he have to come down and reinterpret the name Burkina Faso. In fact, I myself, I was not able to go to the ground. So I was in my room close to my TV, and I started shouting. I realized that my neighbors around me, everybody was shouting. Then I tuned down. When you are watching from the live coverage, they made the sound so much so that the noise from the crowd is not easy to penetrate the microphone and into the speakers for you to hear. But when Captain Ibrahim Traoré was mentioned, I am telling you, the sound and the noise from the crowd was able to penetrate the mic, hit the speakers, and we heard it. And one question I have for all the leaders present, from Akufo-Addo to Tinubu and Ruto and all of that. In fact, all the ECOWAS members, how do you feel watching the people cheer so passionately for this young man you hate so much and were ready to work with France against? That reaction from the public should serve as a lesson and reminder to all of you, including John Dramani Mahama. It shows that leadership is rated by the people's reaction. Among all the leaders that were present at the inauguration, the crowd confirmed who exactly was the greatest leader. It was Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso. And because of the response from the public, the Speaker of Parliament need to reinterpret the meaning of Burkina Faso. Every nation was mentioned, but Burkina Faso need to be reinterpreted to the people.
The full meaning of Burkina Faso means strong men and women of integrity.
Captain Ibrahim Traoré commands so much respect from the public. Journalists from our mainstream media in Ghana, TV3, were shocked by the people's reaction to Ibrahim Traoré. They said they were not expecting that on the land of Ghana. My simple message to them is that don't be shocked. What you witness should tell you that there is a new media narrative in town reshaping the mindset around Africa. If it is left to you, the traditional media and the Western media, there wouldn't have been that reaction from the public to Ibrahim Traoré. But understand that there is a Pan-African media reshaping the narrative and mindset of the people beyond your reach. Thank you. And lovely people, something happened which I don't understand. I try to process this, but the only meaning I can give to it is maybe is respect to motherhood. Ibrahim Traoré, when was called to go and greet the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, the moment he got there, the first thing he did was to remove his cap. You can watch the video. He removed his soldier cap and greeted the woman nicely, you know, and then moved from there. Before he greets Mahama and the speaker, he pulled back the cap, or let me say the hat, before greeting them. This is a respect to motherhood. You know, you might have different view, but let me know your thought in the comment. So lovely people, let's unveil the 5 historic moments of this particular presidential inauguration. Number 1, it was a moment that brought African leaders together again like never before. Number 2, John Dramani Mahama became the only president sworn in for the 3rd time in Ghana. The rest, first time, second time you go, but this is the 3rd time he was sworn in. Number 3, we now have our first female vice president in the history of this country. And number 4, Captain Traoré for the first time shook hands with an ECOWAS member. That is significantly loud. You can see that he comfortably shook hands with the first lady also. This is a sign of trust, people. For the first time, ECOWAS shook hands with AES. You know, he usually give the fist bump. And from the video, you can see Mr. Speaker received the fist bump, but Mahama received a handshake from Traoré. A sign of trust and solidarity. Guys, at this point, you need to hit the like button. And number 5, for the first time, ECOWAS together with AES were seen under one umbrella at one particular event. Guys, this is wild. This is a sign of unity. You see, this confirm, or what this simply means is that there is interesting time ahead of us. Now, another cake for you, the speech highlight to clarify things. Where is Ghana standing? Are we standing with the West or the East? This highlight confirm everything and make everything clear. Now, let's get to it. The highlight is 6 highlight. Number 1, he started by clarifying concern about where we should support as Ghanaian and Africans in all this geopolitical tension between the East and the West.
The world in which Ghana exists today, as I begin this presidency, is not the same world in which we have lived under other presidencies. There are tensions and conflicts that have not previously existed between nations. These tensions and conflicts place pressure on alliances to decide where we will support.
Now notice something. We are already dealing with the West. Mahama will not bring this conversation out if he is not considering otherwise. Now, number 2, another clarification about which side between the East and the West can help our economy. Is it the BRICS or the dollar? The side which is declining economically or the side which is rising economically? This is between the BRICS and dollar conversation. And pulling this conversation out around all the leaders of Africa's present is thought-provoking. And to make things clearer, he gave 2 examples from G7 and BRICS performance. Watch.
There's a seismic shift happening within the system of global economic dominance. Whereas the G7 nations, United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, and Japan once provided the highest percentage of the world's GDP, over the last decade, that number has been steadily dropping. However, the combined total of the GDP of the BRIC nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, UAE, their GDP has been consistently increasing. In 2023, for instance, the G7's combined total of world GDP was 30%. But by 2029, that number is predicted to drop to 27%. In 2023, the BRICS percentage of world GDP was 37.3%. And so what does this mean to us in Ghana? What could it mean to our economy? Where do we fit in this geopolitical maelstrom?
That's right. What this means is that if the G7 is declining and BRICS is rising, we need to go to the winning team. If you got it, lovely people, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Number 3, he tackled the media or narrative manipulation. Now, one thing you need to understand is that he pulled this out because he is aware of the media war against our neighbors in the Sahel. And then he answered the question himself by saying that we need to support and work with our brothers.
Technologies such as artificial intelligence has taken us to new heights, opening up the potential for national, financial, and personal security issues that we are not yet able to imagine. One example is the use of misinformation and algorithm manipulations on social media platforms to sway a particular group's sentiments towards or away from something. Now more than ever before, we need to strengthen our ties with our neighbors to ensure that we're working together to keep our sub-region safe. We stand in solidarity and work in alliance with all our neighbors in the sub-region. Recognizing the history of our borders, we also acknowledge that on the other side of our country's borders are our family members. They may be Ivorians, they may be Togolese, they may be Burkinabes, they may be Nigerians or Malians, but they are also Akans, they are Kasinas, they are Guans, they are Ewes, they are Nzemes, they are Hauses, they are Moshis and Gurmes, because we are all part of one another, one big family.
Guys, what does that mean? You should know, because we know where our brothers belong to. If you are going to work with them, then you should know where we are going. Now, number 4, this is where the punchline started from. He spoke to their arrogancy and how often they are drunk with power, forgetting that the power is for the people. He threw the first punchline at ECOWAS because ECOWAS has been the one shouting up and down that democracy is the best and superior form of governance. Yet all ECOWAS nations are poor. Because one thing we know for sure is that the only part of democracy our leaders understand and are concerned about is smooth changing of governance, not smooth delivery of leadership. And he also made them to understand that the people are not happy with this type of democracy they are practicing. So he gave them a blow. Watch.
The Ghanaian people conveyed a powerful message, yet often overlooked by us politicians. This message was powerfully emphasized by a giant of American political history, President Ronald Reagan, when he declared at his inauguration some 40 years ago that governments have no power except that granted by the people. While Ghanaians take great pride in our thriving democracy, they are deeply dissatisfied with the quality of governance over the years and have openly voiced that dissatisfaction through the decisive actions that they undertake at the elections. Our people also understand that democracy is not just a token adorned with periodic elections followed by pomp and pageantry with the establishment of a new government. They expect that if democracy is celebrated as a superior means of governance, then its outcomes must be more tangible and benefit them in their individual lives. Any honest introspection and reflection on the pulse of our nation would reveal that many within our population do not feel that they have benefited from or partaking in this democratic dividend. We're people buffeted by severe economic crisis and hardship.
Number 5, he made it clear the kind of leader he will be.
For some time, our country has urgently needed leadership with an unwavering desire to get things done. I with all humility assent that I intend to be that leader with your cooperation and your help.
Now, lovely people, number 6 is for the youth of Ghana, and it is my favorite part. I am in Ghana To get a job with $200 monthly payment is a miracle in Ghana. For your information, the leaders sat down with their PhD in Ghana and approved less than $2 to be paid to their youth as daily minimum wage. But Mahama gave a new message of hope, and I will hold him responsible on that from now till 4 years. Listen to what he said.
Our policies will be tailored to sustain innovation and foster industry that engages today's young minds and equip them with the skills needed for tomorrow's challenges. Together with the private sector and captains of business, we will create decent and well-paying jobs.
So lovely people, this is the entire breakdown of the 2025 presidential inauguration in Ghana. Without wasting time, let's meet in the comment section for discussion. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay connected. Respect.